Hello friends, hope you are doing well. In this discussion you can see how to create custom model and GUI views like form view, list view and its menu. And if you missed previous video related how to create custom module and visible in Odoo's instance app store, please check that discussion, link available in description. So let's start with school model. Like last discussion we already see like we created manifest file, and now today we will create one model and its view. If you are a beginner and want to learn Odoo, there are many questions arise during training period, like how to create views, how to create models. We have to use GUI from GUI like HTML form. We have to learn many things like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything. But in this case you don't need to worry about, everything is handled by Odoo and its framework, and having one Odoo template which will handle all GUI parts and validations. So first we have to create models. So one rule is you need to remember is whenever you create any model you have to use inside models directory. After that you have to create any module name, like school right now we are using. Then after we have two things we have to do. One is create one module, and in that model we have to add some fields like school name, phone number, email address, etc. So that time we have to import some classes which is given by Odoo. One is from Odoo import ups models and fields. Models will create module, and it will also create one table inside database, we will also see. And another one is this one is using create fields. So first we have to use class school profile models model we have to inherit. Then after we need to give one metadata like this one. Whenever name you will add here, it will create one table inside database. So right now we will create school, and in case you can see if you want to use like this, then you can use dot sign, so it will consider as a separate name, and in database table it will create like this underscore profile. So this is our database table name. Odoo will use this model in registry. In Odoo's registry you can see this name, not this name. This name is a Python name, but Odoo's registry you can see this name. So this is mandatory first time you will create. After we will see like how to create existing model to inherit. Now first one is name fields.char. So right now you can see this is any name you can give here, but right now we will give the name as a school name. Then after fields, this one dot char. In further videos we will see all the data types. So right now we will use school name. So what is the difference between this one and this one? Like this is injected into database, and in table created one colon as a name field as a character type, and from GUI side you can see this one, this name as a label name. But sometimes what happens, someone not giving any name here, so by default Odoo will use this name. So always use your custom name. Either you can use like this, or you can use one attribute as a string. equal to. There are a lot of attributes available, but we will see in next video. After that, email fields.char string email phone fields.char string phone. Okay, so we will remove this one so you can see difference from GUI end. Okay, that's it from right now for this model. So when we create this one, this profile, here you can see this is init file. We have to register here from dot means current directory import school. That's it. After that you can see this is a main initialized Python file. Here you have to give this model name, import models. Like this. Now we will stop service. It is very mandatory whenever you are changing anything in py file and you have to show any impact from GUI end, you must have to restart at least one time. So I hope you understand like how to active the Odoo service. If you don't know, you can see previous videos, CLI commands, like how to use different commands. Again, go to front end side, refresh the page. We have to search. Here you can see we didn't yet install. Click to install. It will process. That's it. But right now there is no any view of that school model. Here you can see this is alias partner field. You can see this is a form view, list view. Now we have to create one list view first. After form view and both, we have to create one action. That action will we have to give that action name to menu, and that menu will available from front end side. So this is our models. Right now we have to create one directory, name is views, and inside the views we have to create one XML file, school_view.xml. Here this is the default XML tag we must have to use. After we have to use Odoo's template tags. The main root is Odoo. Now we will create one list view. That time we have to use record, ID and model. This part you have to remember. Each record, here you can see those are the models. Each record having unique ID, so we have to give always unique ID here. In case by chance you forgot and use existing any of ID, so it will impact from GUI end, so result might be mismatch, or it will, and if it is not a same model, then it will raise one error from front end side. So always give unique name, school list view. Here we have to use model. Odoo's one model is handle all view parts like form view, tree view, Kanban view, search view, queue web, everything. So that one we have to use here ir UI.view and inside this record we have to use field tag as a child tag of record. Field name attribute and name of that field, and this field you have to consider this model's field school.list.view. After field name equal to model school, like this one, and this one should be, we have to use this one profile. Name archive type equal to XML. So in this child field we have to use either list view, either Kanban view, either form view, either search view. So right now we are using list view. For list view you have to use tree. Inside tree you can give name of the field name. Now it's turn to use these three fields. We have to visible in list view. Field name email, field name phone. So right now we already created one list view. That's it. Odoo automatically will give the beautiful list view like this. Here you can see name, phone and email. This is RS partner model, and what we created is for school profile. Here you can see we already created one school.view.xml file. So we have to register this one in manifest file. In data, here you can see there is no any data keyword, comma data, and here you can give list of string, and here we have to give the full path, like inside views school_view.xml. so whenever you try to upgrade or install or uninstall module, always Odoo will check this manifest file. So stop the service, restart the service, go to the front end side, go to apps, school, and here you give upgrade. Here you can see there is no any school profile menu available because right now we didn't create any menu. Now we will create one form view. ID school form view model ir.ui.view. I will copy this one. I will replace this one because we need a unique. Here this is a list view, so we have to use as a form view form and name, email and form. So this one is, we created form view. Now the main thing is we have to create one action, Windows action. It's called Windows action, and that action we will add view, like what is the view mode we have to create based on sequence. You can see from front end side, record ID, exam, school, profile. ID, and then after model, IR, actions, act, window. Here you see, right now whenever we used for the view part, like list view, form view, we can use this one, this model name. But whenever we have to use any actions like Windows action, that time we have to use this model. Same like name. Here you can see capitalized like school profile, field name like res model, means what is the model name. So this is our model name, we have to paste here. Then after field name, view underscore mode. First one, like whenever the action will call, like menu will call, it will first call tree part, tree view, and after form view. While clicking on tree view, it will open form view. Now we will create one menu, and for that one we have to use menu item like school profile menu space action. The action is this one, the Windows action. We have to give this action name here. But the thing is, first we have to create main menu like this one. Like you can see contacts, discussion, apps, settings, those are the main menus. You can click contacts, here you can see those are the sub menus, so first we have to create one parent menu. For that one you have to use ID school root menu. After we have to give a name of that menu, school menu item, school sub menu, parent. For that one, if you want to link with the parent one, you have to use always ID. And inside the sub menu we can add this actions menu, and simply we have to use parent so now it's completed. Like we already created one menu, this one is action menu, this one is the main menu. So main menu will display like this one. Inside you can see this contact menu, over there you can click, it will visible like first tree view and form view. So go to apps, find that apps and try to upgrade. Well, you can see like Odoo will always give like such big error, invalid field res.model on this one. Oops, we forgot to underscore. Now go to front end side, okay, upgrade. Now you can see we already created one menu. Right now the main thing is access rights. For that model there is nothing assigned related access rights. So we have to create one access rights, and for that we have to create first directory name. It's called security, and inside the security we have to use IR model data. So for that one we have to create one CSV file. It's called IR model access.csv. So first we have to give the name of the ID, after name, after model ID, after group ID, then after like permission read, permission write, permission create, and the last one is permission unlink. So this is the basic structure. Like this is the heading part. Like first one is ID, name, model ID, group ID. Like what is it, like group ID and all these things we will see in further videos related access rights, security related topic. So this is a confusing, right? As a first time you can see like I have to write everything like this way. It's very complicated, but don't worry. Go to that file, open this file from Excel. See here, ID, name, model ID, group ID, everything is here. So right now we have to give a unique ID, school user. The same name we will also give here, school user. Model is, you can give here dash user. Then after model ID is, so for the model ID you can see this is our model name, school.profile, going to here, but here we have to use we have to replace dot to underscore. So first one we need to use model, after underscore school underscore profile. In group ID we have to use existing group name, so don't worry about this one. I'm just write down, giving a permissions 1111 binary. It supports binary field. 1 is allow, 0 means don't allow. Saving this file, closing this file, and that file we have to register in data security /ir.model.access.csv and comma, because we have a multiple strings here. You can see list of strings. Restart the service. Again go to App Store, school, and upgrade. So now you can see school, you can see here school profile, school name, email, phone. Here you can see all are sequence which is given in template. Like this is a list view, name, email, and phone. So when you will create, you can see here those three fields are available, but it's missing a label name. So go to the code form view, you can give here group, and all we will paste inside the second group. So forgot about this one right now. This is only a geo beautification things. Go to again apps, search school profile and upgrade. School, create first school. Here you can see and save. Go to here, you can see here by default. Here you can see you don't need to worry about list view, like creating from scratch like HTML and table. No, the form view also you can see this one. Here you can see by default Odoo will provide search view. Here you can see filter, email, font, school name. You understood the basic things, how to create model. Then after view part like tree view as a list view. Then after form view, action and menu. The one more thing is here you can see it's a missing, the name is missing from menu side, so that's we didn't give any name of that menu, so that's why it will appear, it will visible as a ID of that menu. To overcome this one and give a more precise name, so here school profile. Again go to here, you can see here now it's changed. I hope you can understand basic things like how to create custom module, custom model, and its tree view, form view, menu and Windows action. In case you have any doubts, please comment below. See you in next video.